Here in Milwaukee, a great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. About to get started here, and taking the ball for Milwaukee, Logan Gilbert. What do you got on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Check swing, and he held up.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
And a pitch. Line to left. Yelich takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
Batting second.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Gilbert, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Misses off the plate. 3-1 now.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
So a man at first, and now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Just missed. So what's the approach from an offensive perspective against a guy that doesn't give up a lot of hits?
I think you just kind of have to lean out over the plate and take your base. But
runner takes off. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Ohtani, the runner at second with one away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Coming home. He scores and they have the lead.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
High fly ball out to left field. Yelich should have it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Roberto Clemente.
Roberto Clemente.
Just missed. In the air, center field. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. Back here with my pal Siggy. Starting on the mound in this one, Roy Halladay.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boone. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Hit in the air, center field. Granderson under it. Hauls it in for the out. And now it's Gavin Lux. That one pushed to the left and foul. Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. And a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, the first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And there's a foul ball.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Over to first, and he's saved. On the ground, could be two. The flip, there's one, and that's two. Second inning set to go. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Babe Ruth.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Makes the grab, one down. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Contreras getting the start at catcher. 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Slider clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Right side, hard hit. Fires over to Guerrero, and Contreras is retired. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Curtis Granderson. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Next pitch is outside. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's a 1-2. And that skips into there.
Strikes.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Green makes the play, and that is that. Back in Milwaukee, where these fans are excited for another year of Brewers baseball. They've celebrated division titles back-to-back seasons now.
And they won the NL Central by 10 games, Brew. That was without Craig Counsell at the helm.
Not bad. Missed inside with the curve.
I really didn't know what to expect from the Brewers last year. There was a lot of uncertainty, if we're being honest. They were starting a 20-year-old in the leadoff spot, traded away Corbin Burns in the offseason, and lost Brandon Woodruff for the year because of an injury.
Don't forget they were also without all-star closer Devin Williams because of a back injury. He missed the first few months to start the year.
Yeah, and these fans are hoping for better luck when it comes to injuries this season. If they're healthy, they might go beyond the wild card round this year.
Slow down, partner. It's early. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Way back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Wide throw, and it gets away. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Right side. Throws to first in time. That's out number one. And a run comes in to score. Here's Riley Green. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Swing and a ground ball. And that squirts through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now here is Joseph Ortiz. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down. Next for the Brewers, Kyle Teal. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. On the ground right side. That ends the inning.
He's out.
Back here in Milwaukee, here's the veteran shortstop, Derek Jeter. Gilbert back to work. That's a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Tied up here in the early going. And another ball.
2-0.
Line drive. Fair ball. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Late swing. Foul to the left. Two in scoring position. Nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. On a dead sprint. Racing back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. In to score is the runner from third. It's 1-1. Here comes Bryce Harper.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Next offering upstairs.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they add to the lead. It's 4-1. Rafael Devers up to hit. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Yelich makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, bases empty. And now for the Phillies, Roberto Clemente. Fly to center his first time. That's to third. That's the third out. Bryce Harper brings the power for Philly. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Milwaukee, and Singy, it's impossible not to think of the longtime late voice of the Brewers, Bob Uecker.
Yeah, a huge loss for the Brewers community, but even so for the baseball community at large. What an icon in our game, and famous calls will never be forgotten. His presence, his humor, all the relationships that he had over generations, just one of a kind. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. And he can't come up with it. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
The batter, number 2. Second baseman.
First and second, no outs. Gavin Lux up now for the Brewers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one ripped. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and it's a 1-run game.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This one in the air right field. Brings it in. And there's 1 down. Up now for Milwaukee, Chase DeLauder. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. Ground ball right side. Arise. In plenty of time to first. Got the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
That's out to center field. Makes the grab, and the inning is back here at American Family Field. On to the 4th. Here's a big power threat. Babe Ruth. That one to first. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Wastes no time there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Contreras, the next to hit, takes outside. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Next pitch is outside. And a foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ruth aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
So digging in, Curtis Granderson. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. First and second, no outs. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back there. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow. And digging in for Philadelphia, Derek Jeter. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. To third. And it's just foul. That was close. 2 on, 1 out. In the air, right side of the infield. DeLauder coming on. He's got it. 2 down. Luis Arise stands in. 1 for 2. In the dirt. Ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. That's in for a strike. This one lifted in the air, left field, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Bottom four, up now for Milwaukee, Riley Green. First pitch misses. That one missed. Out to short, into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Center field. Oh no, he dropped it. Still able to fire over. There's one.
Pretty flashy with the bare hand grab right there. Kind of risky, but man, he made it look easy.
Kyle Teal up now for the Brewers. Squirts away a little bit, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Ortiz at first, one gone. Runner takes off the other way, and it stays fair. Into third now, so runners at the corners and one out.
Now, just a nice job coming through at a pretty high leverage spot right there. On the mound, he's got to feel like he deserved a better result on that pitch. Really, I mean, just a soft liner that happened to stay fair, but even though
on the ground, 2 ball. Off balance speed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here comes Christian Yelich. Ball 1, no strikes. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw cut off to third. He's in there. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Gavin Lux up now for the Brewers. And that one is inside ball 1. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases though. Two on, 2 outs. In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. Tied at 4. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Just misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got him! Huge. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the power speed combo. Shohei Ohtani.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 29, Tim Herron.
And that's in the dirt. Herron, in his 2nd season, he throws a slurve, a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a sinker.
Ball 2.
And another ball. Pitch misses there. 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Yelich makes the play, and there's one down.
Now
here comes Bryce Harper. He's already homered in this game.
That's a ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Rappy coming to the plate now. 0 for 2 in this one. And a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. So up next, Roberto Clemente. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Devers leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On a line, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Couple of singles back to back. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
Fires over to Guerrero. That ends the frame. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Up the middle. That's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chase DeLauder.
Now pitching for
Carlos Hernandez on the pitch here.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of it.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Cut off, throw to third, and he's out. But they do get a run. Willie Adames stands in. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Contreras under it, and he's got it. And there are 2 down.
Now batting,
Riley Green will hit next. He's 2 for 2.
Green.
That's to third. Devers. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. That misses,
Ball 1, no strike.
And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Two outs. In the dirt. Gets away from Contreras. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Next offering upstairs. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Clemente going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Top of the 6th inning. And now, Wilson Contreras. Herron back to work. Swing and a pop-up. He's under it. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Curtis Granderson. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Yelich running hard. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away. And now for the Phillies, Derek Jeter. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Green makes the catch. And well, we go bottom 6. Here's the Brewers catcher now, Kyle Teal.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 71. John.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Brewers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, puts it away for the out. So now here's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
1 out, bases empty. Swings through that.
Wow, good luck catching up
No
to that
balls,
one.
2 strikes.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Back here at American Family Field, top of inning number 7, and digging in for Philadelphia, Luis Arias. And that's off the inside edge, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
No strikes.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Adames squeezes it, and there's 1 away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Inside.
That's
and it's a ball and a strike. Green on the run. And there's 2 down. So Harper stands in. He's already homered here in this one. And downstairs. Lux tosses to first. Harper retired. 3rd out. Back here in Milwaukee, set for the last half of the 7th. And now it's going to be Gavin Lux. Swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Up the middle, Jeter fires to first on the run, and he gets him. Nicely done. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. the next to hit, 1 for 3. Devin Williams into the game. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Corrals it. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Chase DeLauder. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. And a nice inning of work. We go to the 8th, and now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rafael Devers. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
That's
Ball.
inside.
That's inside.
And the count even 1-1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Tapped softly to the right side. Guerrero. Here's the tag, and he's out.
That's a huge defensive play. In the late stages of the game, it might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Sean Green.
Big at bat here, so looking for a better matchup with a left-handed bat.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Good job to fight that one off. And that's in the dirt. Now 1-2. Upstairs. Hammered down the line. Should be extra bases. Here's the throw, and the tying runs at second base with a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Ruth swings through it for strike one. Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. Now 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. A 2-run blast. It's 6-5. So digging in, Curtis Granderson. And takes low for ball 1. Gaddis, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2019.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Just missed the inside corner, and the count's full. This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 7-5. Base is empty with 2 away. Derek Jeter stands in for the Phillies. That one the other way. And a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Fastball is outside. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one not close. 2-2. And there's a ball.
Full count.
Out there to center. It's going to fall for a hit. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Going to count 1 and 2.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
The rise off of first with 2 away. And it remains 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And that one hammered way back there. That one is gone. He sends it out of here. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-5. 2 outs, nobody on. So here is Bryce Harper. And it's fouled away. 2 outs. That's off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throws from his knees. And they get the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Willy Adames. Off the plate inside, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Riley Green digs in now. And that misses. Ball 1. Lined in the left center, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll pull into second safely.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
Man at second. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So here's Murphy now.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And another ball.
Inside.
There's the swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
3.
And he got him. Strike. We go to the 9th. Stepping in, Rafael Devers. On the ground right side, Lux to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Green in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Next pitch misses. Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. Babe Ruth stands in for the Phillies.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Tosses to first. And the inning is over. Bottom of the ninth. And now the DH, Kyle Mansart. So a young arm coming on now out of the pen. Number 63.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
To short, could be two. Arise has it for one. Over to first, double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Inside and it hit him.
First base.
So they're down to their final out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at the plate. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies slug their way to a win in this one.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
Sales pitch, persuasive with the speech, abrasive with the heat. Don't care what people think, I'm important to me. Fallacy wide, above all.
Gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better, gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late. Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what I gotta do. Ride the tide.